Curtis Kalleward, you've crafted up a top 5, and I cannot wait to see who's made it.
We're going to start out with my favorite horse. Do you rewind 10 months ago, I was telling you Journalism is the Kentucky Derby winner. That's going to be my horse. Well, he didn't win the Kentucky Derby, but you know what? He merits absolute respect because he's never finished worse than second in 10 tries going 2 turns on dirt. He's won 3 Grade 1 races. If not for one horse, he's a Triple Crown winner. If not for 2 horses, he is undefeated, and he has so much talent, so much ability. Yes, I think he's a slight cut below the top 2 horses because he has been beat on the square by 2 horses this year, but the record that he's put together, his resume, Dubs, winning the Preakness, winning the Haskell, winning the St. Anita Derby, second in the Kentucky Derby, second in the Belmont Stakes. He shows up, he dances every dance. I think he's got a big shot here, at least underneath in the Breeders' Cup Classic.
And that's his best asset. Always shows up,
yes.
Always gives us a race. Going to be right in the thick of it. With that 4 spot, International could be on the cards.
Yeah, Forever Young, a horse that was 3rd last year in the Breeders' Cup Classic, don't forget. This year, the Saudi Cup, of every race I've seen, dirt, turf, you name it, his Saudi Cup win, Dubs, is still the best race I've seen from a horse because he got passed by one of the best horses in the world in Romantic Warrior. He came back on him and got the win. Similar setup to what he had last year when he came into the Cup Classic. Long layoff throughout the summer, comes back in Japan, an easy win a month ago. He comes back to Del Mar. I know he was a late running 3rd last year, but he's so good. He's so good. On his best day, he is so good. So Forever Young, I think another one that deserves to be in the top 5.
One of the best in the global rankings as well. Let's take it towards the trifecta. Top 3 in the Classic division. Who gets that 3rd spot?
Last year's winner of the Breeders' Cup Classic, Sierra Leone. This is a horse that I think you can say is absolutely built for the mile and a quarter distance that he's going to get. He won at Del Mar last year after several near misses throughout his campaign as a 3-year-old. He's had a couple of near misses in some races where you can give him some excuses this year. I don't fully believe he has the same zip on his fastball that he had last year, but he's proven at Del Mar. He's proven a mile and a quarter. He's proven against every other older horse that's going to be in this race. And his race last time out, you got to forgive him for the Jockey Club Gold Cup because he almost trampled Irad Ortiz Jr. And the fact that Irad and Mindframe were okay is very good news. Love to see that. But I think that he wins that race without that trouble. So he won the Whitney. Probably should have won the Jockey Club Gold Cup. A Sierra Leone, just a horse that by gun runner is going to get better and better and better. He'll get the pace set up, the field size that he sometimes has been lacking, especially this year as a 4-year-old. And again, Dubs, he's built to go a mile and a quarter, so that will serve him well.
Distance, pace, and gets back to the same ballpark where we saw success at the Breeders' Cup last year. With that 2 spot, where do we land?
It's Fierceness. And I thought that Matt Jr.'s voice in that clip revisiting the Pacific Classic said it all. When he's on his game, there is no better horse on dirt in the world than Fierceness. And that's saying that as Journalism's #1 fanboy, someone who loves Forever Young, someone who thinks that Sovereignty is a wonderful horse as well. He won the Pacific Classic. You look at the other 2 times he came to California. He won the Breeders' Cup Juvenile as a 2-year-old. He was so close to beating Sierra Leone in last year's Breeders' Cup Classic. And what you saw, it's not just that he won the Pacific Classic. Yes, we lost Nisos from that race. But Journalism was the heavy favorite. Fierceness had to ship across the country for that race. And then at the start, he ducks into the chute and he almost loses his jockey, John Velasquez. So the fact that he has come to Del Mar, has run well twice, he's come to Santa Anita and run well again. On his best day, nobody can beat him. And that includes my #1 horse. He's a horse that you really have to, it's a gamble when you bet Fierceness because you don't know which version of him are you going to get. You can't trust him enough to bet him to win, but you also cannot leave him off of any of your doubles, pick 3s, pick 4s, pick 5, pick 6s.
And speaking of leaving off, you'd have to be going to miss if you didn't have this star 3-year-old at the top of your list. It's at the top of many people's list in Sovereignty, Grade 1 winner in the Travers.
He's like Sierra Leone, but better. He's a horse that's built for the mile and a quarter distance. He's a horse that is built to go after horses in the stretch, which is what you need. But the difference between him and Sierra Leone, Dubs, is that mentally he's so far ahead of what Sierra Leone did last year. So I'm getting last year's Breeders' Cup Classic winner in better form. This is Sierra Leone 2.0 as a 2-year-old. There's no lugging in issues. There's no drifting about. There's no, well, maybe we need to adjust the bid on him. It's like, no, we know what he is. They space him out with his races. Unlike Journalism, who can run every few weeks and give you a peak performance every time, Sovereignty needs a little bit of spacing. And trainer Bill Mott, he's in the Hall of Fame for a reason. He's brought this horse along very well. Kentucky Derby winner, Belmont Stakes winner, Travers Stakes winner, the Jim Dandy, which was a mile and an eighth, way too short, honestly, for a horse like him, and he won in hand. I mean, this horse has done absolutely nothing wrong, and I think is going to be set up for a huge possible final career start in the Breeders' Cup Classic.
Putting together one of the best racing seasons we've seen over the last decade. That is Sovereignty, sitting up the top of Curtis Kalleward's top 5 horses in the Classic division.